The mainstream media has been incessantly pushing the narrative of global warming, often using fear-mongering tactics to convince the public of its urgency. However, beneath the surface of the seemingly altruistic endeavor lies a more sinister motive to control the masses. The media's obsession with global warming is not solely driven by the desire to inform and educate, but rather to shape public opinion and manipulate behavior. One of the primary reasons the mainstream media wants to control us with global warming propaganda is to justify the implementation of draconian policies that would otherwise be met with fierce resistance. By creating a sense of urgency and panic around the issue, governments and corporations can push through legislation and regulations that would erode individual freedoms and consolidate power. For instance, the Paris Agreement, touted as a landmark accord to combat climate change, has been criticized for its lack of binding commitments and its potential to create a global governance framework that undermines national sovereignty. Moreover, the media's fixation on global warming serves as a distraction from more pressing issues that might threaten the status quo. By keeping the public focused on the supposedly existential threat of climate change, the media can divert attention away from problems like economic inequality, government corruption, and social injustice. This clever misdirection allows those in power to maintain their grip on society while avoiding scrutiny and accountability. The fact that the media frequently ignores or downplays other environmental issues, such as pollution, deforestation, and wildlife conservation, further underscores the notion that global warming has become a convenient smokescreen for more pressing concerns. Another important aspect to consider is the role of corporate interests in shaping the media's narrative on global warming. Many of the largest corporations in the world, including energy companies, financial institutions, and technology giants, stand to gain significantly from the transition to a low-carbon economy. By promoting the idea that climate change is an imminent catastrophe, these corporations can create a sense of urgency that justifies massive investments in renewable energy, green technologies, and sustainable infrastructure. This, in turn, can generate enormous profits for these companies, while also allowing them to brand themselves as environmentally responsible and socially conscious. The media's propaganda efforts on global warming are also closely tied to the concept of behavior modification. By perpetuating a sense of guilt and shame around individual carbon footprints, the media can encourage people to adopt more environmentally friendly behaviors, such as reducing energy consumption, using public transportation, and eating plant-based diets. While these behaviors may be desirable in and of themselves, the fact that they are being promoted through manipulative and coercive means raises important questions about the limits of state power and the erosion of personal autonomy. In addition, the global warming narrative has become a powerful tool for social control, allowing governments and corporations to dictate what constitutes acceptable behavior and thought. Those who question the dominant narrative or express skepticism about the severity of climate change are often pilloried as deniers or skeptics, and may face social ostracism, professional repercussions, or even legal consequences. This climate of intimidation and censorship has created a culture of fear, where people are reluctant to challenge the status quo or express dissenting opinions, lest they be labeled as heretics or enemies of the planet. In conclusion, the mainstream media's obsession with global warming is not merely a benign attempt to inform and educate the public, but rather a sophisticated propaganda campaign designed to control and manipulate. By creating a sense of urgency and panic, justifying draconian policies, distracting from other pressing issues, serving corporate interests, promoting behavior modification, and enforcing social control, the media has become a powerful tool for shaping public opinion and consolidating power. As we move forward, it is essential that we critically evaluate the information presented to us, question the motives of those who seek to shape our perceptions, and assert our individual autonomy in the face of overwhelming propaganda.